to Week in Review. This is a video on the Dice Tower where we take a look at all the reviews we did last week and give you short snippets of each one, telling you our thoughts on them. And if you want to see the full review, just check the description below. Let's get to them.
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here. Last week I reviewed 5 games. Let's take a look at them. I reviewed Los Banditos. Los Banditos is a 2-player dice-driven tug-of-war kind of game that plays a lot like Battle Line or Shot and Tot. It's from the same designer. It's a very similar concept. You would not be remiss to call this Battle Line the dice game. Except it, of course, is a little luckier. It's a little faster. It's a little more swingy, but interesting. It's a good-looking game. It just does not have as much control, and it becomes basically the same game after you've played it a few times. So not a lot of replayability there, really, but you can kill a few minutes with it, no problem. I reviewed Deep Sea Adventure, a push-your-luck game with some dice in there as well. And this one packs a lot of game in this tiny little box. It's an interesting game, but my plays have led to a lot of groupthink, and in this game, groupthink and everybody sort of choosing to behave in a very specific way together can lead to games in which you don't feel like you're being rewarded through pretty much the entire game. Game's short, and it's interesting, but I keep finding myself expecting the game to be more enjoyable than it ends up being. Each session ends up being sort of a, that didn't really pan out so well for anybody. So I reviewed Werewolf Bonanza, Bonanza, the dice game. And this one is not really like the card game. It just uses that theme, but it's fun. It's a great game because you are involved on everyone else's turn. It uses a Yahtzee-ish mechanism, but I'm watching everyone else's roll, possibly making some progression on what I'm trying to accomplish, and it's great. Really, really good filler game. I reviewed Gem Rush. This one you can play competitively or cooperatively, and you are discovering caverns. It's got a little bit of a tile laying aspect to it, some set collection. You grab some cards, you spend them to move around the cavern, and it's great. I really, really enjoy this one. Some special powers, but not too many. Some card management, hand management, but not too much. It's a really interesting game. Really would recommend that one. And then lastly, Monster Trick. One of my favorite trick-taking games because it takes the ideas and turns them on their head a little bit. It's got bidding, but it's this idea of cyclical bidding, and it's very cool. It's got tricks, but you're not playing to a single trick at a time. You can have up to 4 tricks going all at once. You can choose to which one you play. And it's fast. You play just 3 rounds, game's over. It's interesting. There is a little bit of push your luck almost in it. Very, very much enjoy it. Would definitely recommend you check it out. Monster Trick. That's it for me. I'll see you next time.
Hey folks, welcome back to another Week in Review. This week I only did 1 review, but I did do 5 videos for you. The review was for a trick-taking game called Paimia. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a little Halloween-themed trick-taking game. Pretty basic as far as trick-taking games are concerned, which isn't a bad thing. Go ahead and check out the review and see if it's for you. I also did a top 10 auction bidding games. Now, this is a continuation of my top 10 game mechanics series, and so I'm nearing the bottom of my list, you know, the higher ones, 9, 8, that type of thing. But auction and bidding is one of my favorite game mechanics. I do enjoy it with some caveats in there. Check out that video for those caveats. I also did 3 videos for some new miniature packs that are coming out for Star Wars Imperial Assault. I did one for the Hera Syndulla and Chopper Allied pack. I did another one for the BT-1 and 000 villain pack, and finally a third one for the Jawa Scavenger villain pack. All of those are, of course, for Star Wars Imperial Assault. So those are just informational videos, not really a review, just letting you know what's in the pack so that you can make a better informed decision on whether or not you're going to purchase them. So that's it from me this week. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
And from me. All right, first there is Control. Now, Control seems ironically named for me because I don't feel like you have a control. It's just a 2 or 4 or 3 player take that game. And a lot of people disagree on this review, so you might want to go check it out anyway. But I just did not like it. Those who were 8, This game sounds interesting, right? You control two gods and you're trying to move around different tokens onto these gods until you realize that you're basically just moving around tokens and not doing anything else. Mea Culpa, this is a game about indulgences. The theme is kind of interesting. The artwork on the board is great, but the game is just, there's so much going on, but when it comes down to it, the game itself doesn't come to the level of being able to cover how much is going on. So it's merely okay for me. Toilet Trouble. Well, this would probably be actually lower ranked for me, but my kids really like this game. So it's just a silly game about getting sprayed with water, Russian roulette style. I looked at Dice Masters, Superman and Wonder Woman. This is a great intro set. Didn't add a lot of like, wow, I've never seen this stuff before moments, but it does have Superman and Wonder Woman. And so there's that. Lost Grimoire of cards. I looked at those for Mage Wars. So if you're looking for more cards for Mage Wars, this is a great set to get. Has many of the promo cards from Dice Tower stuff from years gone by. Mess Machine. This is a nice game where you're moving things around, trying to put a puzzle together cooperatively, but not really. Trying to guess what moves other people are going to make, trying to make the right moves yourselves. An interesting, very unique style game. Jump Drive. This is the prequel to Race for the Galaxy. Really like this one. Did not think I would. It's very simple. Just get some cards. But games are 10, 15 minutes. It's really fast and a lot of fun. And then finally, Twilight Struggle. I told people why I like that game so much. This game where the USSR versus USA, freedom versus communism. Really, really like this game. It's so interesting, so much history behind it. It's very in-depth and yet very easy to get into, but extremely hard to master. Love it. And then I did a whole bunch of spoiler videos on different escape room type games. I'll probably be doing more of those in the future. All right, folks, that's our week in review. I'm Tom Vasel. Thanks for watching The Dice Tower.